Welcome back, treasure hunters, to another episode of Found in the Wild. I'm your host, Vo. This podcast celebrates the thrill of the discovery, the joy of secondhand finds, and the stories behind it all. Today's episode is all about how to thrift like a pro. Whether you're a seasoned bargain hunter or just starting to explore the world of thrift shopping, I'll be sharing tips, strategies, and insights to help you find those hidden gems. And all, of course, I'll wrap up with the story of my all-time greatest find, and it's a good one, so stick around. Let's start with the beginning. Preparing for a thrift store adventure. One of the best things about thrifting is the unpredictability, but a little preparation can go a long ways. First off, always have a good mind. What are you looking for? Are you looking for clothes, furniture, vintage collectibles? Having a focus helps you navigate the store more effectively. But don't be afraid to go off script sometimes to catch whatever your eye finds. Here's a pro tip. Bring essentials like a reusable bag. If you're at the bins, an IKEA bag works best. If you watch clips from the Instagram page, you'll see that I use IKEA bags a lot. For furniture or decor, you'll want to bring a measuring tape. And even your phone charger. You never know how long your haul's going to go for. Segment 2. Strategies for finding best deals. Once you're in the store, it's game on. Here are some strategies to help you find the best deals. Number 1, be thorough. Don't just skim the racks or bins. Dig deep. Often the best items are hidden beneath layers of other clothing or other things. Number 2, visit often. Thrift stores refresh their inventory regularly, so frequent visits increase your chances of finding great items. Number 3, go early or late. Timing matters. Early birds get the freshest picks, but late shoppers might snag the last minute discounts. Speaking of discounts, check for those things. Many stores have special discounts on certain days or specific tag colors. Keep an eye out for those. Patience is key. Thrifting isn't a sprint. It's a treasure hunt. Take your time and enjoy the process. Segment 3, spotting high-quality items. Now let's talk about spotting high-quality items. It's a skill you can develop with practice. For clothes, check the labels for recognizable brands and inspect the seams, buttons, and zippers for durability. For furniture, look for solid wood construction and avoid anything too wobbly unless you're ready for a DIY repair. When it comes to collectibles, do a quick search to identify value if you're unsure, and trust your instincts. If sometimes it feels special, it probably is. When I talk about checking the identity value, you can always look for stuff like on the Ninja Turtles, for example, action figures. It's going to say Mirage Studios. If you're wanting that vintage find, Mirage Studios is what you're going to want for that. Going into segment 4, the joy of patience and persistence. Here's something I've learned over the years. Thrifting is as much about the journey as it is the destination. You don't always find a jackpot item every time, but persistence pays off. Every visit is an opportunity to discover something new, and even on the off days, you're supporting a more sustainable way of shopping. That's a win in my book. Segment 5. My all-time greatest find. And now, for the story you've all been waiting for. My all-time greatest thrift find. It was a few years ago, doing a routine visit to the bins, when I stumbled across Home Alone Sealed VHS. I love finding VHSs. It's one of my favorite things to find. And finding sealed is hard to do. But I remember shopping at the bins this day, and I found it. I'm like, cool. My wife and I love Home Alone, and it's sealed. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this. And this was before COVID hit. But this was when things started to become more value. Things were going higher. No, you know what? I lied to you. It's after COVID. It was during COVID, actually, if we want to get technical. It was during COVID. So I was shopping, and I was like, wow, that's when everything started getting crazy, right? And I buy it, take it home. I was like, man, this is rad. And I was like, it's really cool that I found it. I wonder what it's worth. And so I looked it up. And it was going for $250 all day long. I'm like, man, this is my collection. I really want to keep it. Like, you know what, though? I'm going to go ahead and post it. So I listed it for $250 and I went to bed. I woke up the next morning and it sold as I was sleeping for $250. I paid a quarter for this thing, guys. I can't believe how amazing that was. And I'm glad I made that sell because now it's going for like $30-$40. Maybe $100 if it's got like the Pepsi logo on the shrink wrap. Like finding that VHS in the wild. You never know what you're going to find. I want this episode to resonate with you guys. Don't feel bad when you go shopping. And there's days, it's just going to suck. You just don't find anything. But then there's going to be that day where the universe is like, I got you. And things start happening. There's times I'll go to the bins and I'll find nothing. And I'm frustrated. Because I only get to shop one day a week. But the days that I go in and I get to reset myself when I find great things, it's just a great feeling. A bonus thing, my main favorite thing of all time is when I was at the bins and I sifted through this bin where I found a turtle figure, or not figure, I found an accessory. And I was like, man, that's found a random, I wonder if there's more. I kept digging, and I kept digging, and I found more and more. And I found a little box. I got them all in a little box. I didn't have to keep holding on to them. That box got full. And then I went and I found a medium-sized box, and I filled that one. And I was like, man, God is overflowing me with these accessories right now. And I got a little plastic tote, and I almost halfway filled that thing, like a shoebox size. I almost filled that. And that was a bin that everybody had dug after, and they were all on to the next bins on the other side of the store. And I just found all that because people weren't digging. So bonus tip, always dig those tables. Me being an employee that works at the bins, you can't always find those things at the bottom of the bins, but when we're digging through those and we're putting the items where they go, you find a lot of cool stuff at the bottom because people don't take the time to dig. That's it for today's episode of Found in the Wild. I hope these tips inspire you to get out and start your own treasure hunt. And if you have your own amazing thrift stories, I'd love to hear from them. Reach out to me today at HayVoe Pickers on Instagram. Next episode, we'll explore how can thrift store shopping help save the planet. Sustainable tips you need to know. Until then, keep searching, keep finding, and remember, there's beauty in the wild. Happy hunting! Found in the Wild is a podcast by HayVoe Pickers. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and find us on eBay. Find our shop, HayVoe Pickers.